As we get ready to go here, we welcome you to the 2021 Northwest Championships. As this is the 2022 classification that's coming up, and in just a few minutes we'll have Utah and Tri-State going. Utah. Well, I have to reverse this because I have Utah as the away team, and actually Utah is going to be the home team. But we'll fix this for you in just a second. So we'll have this ready to go, and we'll be back with the start of this game as you listen to it on TableRockSports.net.
You're a coach or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, Kaya! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
And we welcome you back to the 2021 Northwest Championships. This is the 2022 category. And these kids will be moving right along to the college level here pretty quickly. So let's see what we can call up here. We have to set a lot of this up as we kind of move along here because we don't get a lot of information ahead of time. So we're ready to go. And there's a shot into center field immediately by, we don't have the lineups here yet, Nicholas Eli from Brighton High School down in Utah. And now stepping in, we'll have to get the number here in a minute. But looking at the first pitch, and that's over to third, and they're going to go to second and on to first, and they'll get the double play. And I'll try to get you the other camera shot. There it is. Well, we don't quite have it set up yet. Now batting, it looks like number 9 is Jackson Grossman. And Grossman will take it back. Might be number 6, Nicholas Eli from Brighton High School down in Utah. And we're wrong altogether. It's a number 8, which isn't even on their official roster, so not quite sure who that one is. Got a couple of them coming up. We don't know who they are, and that one's outside. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a foul, and it's going to be a down to first base. Is going to go number 8. So he'll be down there with 2 outs. Might do better if I looked at the right roster. There's Brett Housel that got that one. So that brings up Othel Savage. And he'll look at ball 1. 1-0. Out on the mound for Utah is Jake Hervit. We'll catch up with the rest of the Utah players as we go along. There's a throw over to first. But back pretty easily is Housel. The 1-0 pitch. Nope. It's going to go back over to second, or over to first base. Here comes the pitch, and it misses for ball 2. Othel Savage from Twin Falls High School in Idaho. The 2-0 swung on and missed. 2-1.
I do not think yours is. No, I don't think Cinefoot. No.
Atwood misses.
I think
3-1.
He'll check after this inning, though. Just make sure everything's plugged in, and then I'll let you know right when it's in. Okay. Yep, I will.
And a 3-1 swung on, fouled into the catcher's mitt. 3-2. The 3-2 pitch fouled, and again going to get down to first base on the foul. So that's twice that's happened. Swung and missed it. Got by the catcher. And they advanced down to first base. So now Tri-State has first and second base. Stepping off and batting right now for Tri-State is Aaron Kearns from Highland High School. And the first pitch to Hearns is a strike. Long look back to second, the 0-1 to Hearns. Strike 2. It's 0-2. Utah trying to get this closed down. That one misses. 1-2. So Jake Hervat finding himself in a bit of grief here in the first inning. Does have 2 outs though. There's a swing and a miss, and that's going to end the inning. So we will now head to the bottom of the first inning, and as we do so, the scoreboard reads Tri-State 0, Utah. Coming up to bat as you listen to the 2021 Northwest Championships on TableRockSports.net.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
And we return to U.S. Cellular Park, Harriet David Field at this park as we go to the bottom of the first inning. 0-0 ball game. Utah will be coming to bat. Don't have the lineup for Utah, so we'll take it as they come to the plate. Out on the mound for Tri-State is going to be Braden Lewis, who's from Rocky Mount High School. That's over in Idaho. The Tri-State team made up of players from Idaho, Alaska, Washington, and Oregon, and one from Montana. So they've a diversity of states on the Tri-State team. The Idaho team, or the Utah team, this one in particular, all of the players are from a Utah high school. I've been at some other fields, and they had some Utah teams, and they had sometimes had a Colorado player on one team, an Idaho player on another team. So we'll settle in here and see what Lewis can do. Stepping in to lead off for Utah is Camden Kolovich. He's from Toole High School, and he'll take ball one. The 1-0 misses, nope, strike. And it's 1-1. Kolovic. Or it might be Kolovich. Looks at strike two. 1-2. Lewis off to a good start for Tri-State here. That one's inside. 2-2. The 2-2 is fouled out of play, right field direction. So the count remains 2-2 to Kolovich. And that's going to be lifted out to right field, and the right fielder handles it easily, and there's one away. Now batting is Nicholas Eli from Brighton High School. Lewis's first pitch to Eli is outside. 1-0. There's a shot to third base. Nope, little blooper, and that's throwing over to first, and there's two away. Tate Lewis from Pleasant Grove High School will step in. Lewis has things going his way, at least here for the first two batters. And the first pitch to Lewis of Utah. We got Lewis throwing to Lewis. Is a ball. 1-0. The 1-0 to Lewis. Smacked out to left field. And so Lewis from Utah will be on base. Two outs. One on. And at the plate, Connor Spindler, who steps out for just a moment. He's from Tuele High School in Utah. Hopefully we're close on that. There's a strike to Spindler. There went Hatch, who's pinch running, but he'll be sent back as Spindler fouls that one off. Lewis ready to pitch to Spindler. That one misses. Spindler settles back in for the 1-2 pitch from Lewis. It's outside. 2-2. Hatch standing over at first base for Utah. And there's a swing and out to center field, and it'll be caught. And that will end the inning. So we'll head to the top of the second inning. As we do so, the scoreboard reads Tri-State nothing, Utah nothing. As you listen to the 2021 Northwest Baseball Championships on TableRockSports.net.
Seen a new way to achieve the highest level of savings. Peak Rewards. The Peak Rewards app is your roadmap to savings wherever your journey takes you. Simply by using our mobile app, you can shop for a mountain of savings in any of our convenience stores and fuel up for less. Just download the Peak Rewards app, register, find participating stations and stores near you, and start saving. With Peak Rewards, you can travel further for less. So what are you waiting for? Download Peak Rewards today and find a location near you.
And we return to U.S. Cellular Park. Harry and David Field were through one. No score, one hit apiece for these teams as we move along to the top of the second inning. Jake Hervat out there for his second inning of work. And stepping in for Tri-State is Tyler Vance from Blackfoot High School in Idaho. The left-hander Hervat. His first pitch to start the second inning is a strike. 0-1. That one's outside. 1-1. Vance settles in and looks at the pitch outside. 2-1. There's a swing and a miss by Vance. 2-2. That one misses. 3-2. The 3-2 from Hervat. Swung on and fouled down the third baseline. .400 to straightaway center field here at this Harry and David Park. Here's the 3-2 from Hervat. Swung on and missed. And there's one away. Noah Knoll from Lincoln High School in Washington is the next batter. He'll swing and miss. The count goes to 0-1. Just the start of things here at Harry and David Field. We're in the top of the second. And there's inside. 1-1. And that's outside. 2-1. Another warm day here in the Southern Oregon area. That one's way outside. 3-1. Hervat fires. Strike 2 called. Knoll looking at that one. Just maybe wanting to see if Hervat could find a strike zone. 3-2. And Knoll lifts this one to pop up to first base. And that'll be caught. And there's 2 down. Ashton Harrow, I believe, is playing first base right now. At the plate is Ethan Ammerman for Tri-State, and he looks at ball 1. And ball 2. Down the lines, it's 325 to right field and 325 to straightaway left. As the 2-0 pitch goes way outside, 3-0. The 3-0 misses, and Ammerman will take a 2-out walk down to first base. That brings up Christopher Rogers of Sprague High School. That's in Oregon. Tri-State had the base runners in the first inning. Couldn't get them across. There's strike 1 to Rogers. Hervat over to first, but back easily is Ammerman. This is a dirt infield. I bring it up because some of the games that have been played And that pitch misses. It's 1-1. Some of the games that have been played, because I've been at other fields, are being played on total AstroTurf. But this is a grass field with a dirt infield. And there's a snap throw over. Ammerman is back. They almost threw that one away, though. It was rescued by the first baseman. So Rogers will step back in. That's fouled straight back to the screen. 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 from Herbert, and they're going down to second base. Was going to be by Ammerman, but it's the third out of the inning instead. So we'll head to the bottom of the second inning. As we look at the scoreboard, it reads that there's no score between Tri-State and Utah as you listen to the 2021 Northwest Baseball Championships on TableRockSports.net.
Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All U.S. Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
We return here to Harry and David Field, U.S. Cellular Park in Medford, Oregon, as we get ready now to start the bottom of the second inning. No score, one hit apiece. Well, Utah's only had one at-bat, but we'll see what they get done here in this one. Landon Day will lead it off for Utah. And Landon Day will send this one straight up and out into the foul territory and taken by the catcher. One quick out for Utah, for Utah. Doing multiple games a day, you can forget who you're actually announcing. Stepping in now is Jackson Grossman. And Jackson Grossman will line one out to center field, and he'll stand there at first base as they get it back in. And so that'll be the second hit for Utah. That was ball one to Camden Kulovich. Is that right? Thought he had already been up. Camden Kulovich, though. They say it's number 9, so maybe I'm wrong. No, I'm right. Jackson Grossman's out at first base. Kulovich is at the plate. And that one misses. 2-1. Lewis sets and comes. And this was lifted out to center field. That will be caught easily there. center fielder for the first couple innings anyway, is Chris Rogers, and Rogers handled that one easily. Nicholas Eli at the plate for Utah. And ball one from Lewis. Grossman over at second base, or first base. There's a foul. The right-handed Lewis sets himself to deliver the 1-1 pitch. And it's swung on. And that'll get into right field, and that's going to move Grossman over to second base. And that'll put Eli at first base with 2 out. Johnny Hatch from Bingham High School in Utah will step up. And Hatch takes ball one. Lewis ready with the 1-0. And that's swung on. Sent to short. They'll go to third to get the final out. So, we'll head to the top of the third inning. And as we do, there's still no score between Tri-State and Utah as you're listening to the 2021 Northwest Baseball Championships on TableRockSports.net.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
We return to Harry David Field at U.S. Cellular Park, the 2021 Northwest Championships on TableRockSports.net. And we're going to begin the third inning. Tri-State will be leading things off here. And first up for Tri-State is going to be Oliver Brown from South Anchorage High School in Alaska. He's come quite a ways to play this weekend. No runs, 3 hits for Utah. No runs, 1 hit for Tri-State, as we're in the top of the third inning in this 2022 category. They have 3 categories here: 2022, 2023, and 2024, all playing for the college and pro scouts. Brown will lead it off. Oliver Brown. Your second baseman. He'll be moving over to shortstop here, or so my notes say, to start the third inning. But right now, second baseman, Brown. And he looks at the first pitch from Hervat. And it's ball 1. And there's strike 1. 1-1. That one misses. 2-1. Hervat comes and there's a swing and a miss. We're at 2-2. And that was off the catcher's glove, but no harm done. 3-2. Nobody on base, so no harm. Brown steps back in. And Hervat delivers. And it's a swing and a miss. And there's one away. I apologize for the view on camera, too. I have a feeling that the camera is getting a little too hot out there in center field. Maybe it doesn't quite want to work as well as it possibly should. Here's the first pitch to Cody Matson from East Lake High School in Washington, and it misses for ball 1. And there's ball 2. 2-0. One away, nobody on. We're in the top of the third inning. And they send one right back to Hervat, but Hervat picks it up and gets him. So you got Brown a little closer maybe than one would have liked, but he got him anyway. 2-0, or 2 down. That brings up Braden Lewis from Rocky Mount High School in Idaho. Lewis, the pitcher. That's way outside. 1-0. Hervat delivers and misses. 2-0. The 2-0 swung on and missed. We'll go to 2-1. Lewis unable to find the pitch. 2-1 to Lewis. Ball 3, 3-1. And the 3-1 delivered, swung on, out to right field, and that will be that. So, we'll move along to the bottom of the third inning. As we do, it's still a 0-0 tie between Tri-State and Utah as you listen to the 2021 Northwest Championships on TableRockSports.com.
You're a coach or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, God! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day and families are transformed. From the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens. called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
We return to Harry and David Park, U.S. Cellular Park, Harry and David Field. I think I told you were listening to TableRockSports.com. You're not, but you knew that. You're listening to TableRockSports.net. Let's start the bottom of the third inning. And Utah up to bat, leading it off. Is number 25, Connor Spindler. So Spindler looks at the first pitch, pops it straight up to second base, and there's one away. That brings up Landon Day from Farmington High School in Utah. Hey, he'll foul the first pitch back. It's 0-1. That brings a visit out from the catcher. Catcher this afternoon is Aaron Kearns, at least at the moment. Kearns has had his say to Lewis. Stepping back in will be Day. He's in the hole, 0-1. The 0-1 misses. It goes 1-1. Lewis, strike. 1-2. That was way off the mark. 2-2. Lewis will step back. Now he steps back on again. Day settling in. And that was way off the mark. 3-2. The 3-2 popped out there to center field, and that'll be handled easily enough by Rogers, and there's 2 down. Grossman steps in again. And he looks at strike 1. Grossman launches one to left field. They're going to say it's a fair ball and going to call it a ground rule double. One bouncing over the fence into the bullpen area. And so Grossman will be limited to a double. Nope, now they're going to give him one more base. I can get back. They're not. He's just getting rid of some material. So, with 2 out, Grossman stands at second base. Lewis delivers. He delivers to Kolovich. Two outs to see if Kolovich can move Grossman along. Maybe get the first run of the game here. There's strike one. 1-1. The 1-1 from Lewis to Kolovich. And Kolovich will lift it up. It's going to be taken up, the little pop fly taken by the first baseman. And that's going to end the inning. We'll head off to the top of the fourth as we're moving along pretty quickly here. Still no score in this ball game as you listen to the 2021 championships on TableRockSports.net. We return to the U.S. Cellular Park, Harry and David Field. A 0-0 ball game as we head to the top of the fourth inning. Herbert back out on the mound for his fourth inning of work. One of three pitchers scheduled for today. The Tri-State has only two scheduled. That doesn't mean that's the way that's going to work out, but that's what's scheduled. So as we start the top of the fourth inning, it'll be the left-handed Silas Jolicoeur. All right, you're going to have to forgive me if you're from Westview, Oregon, and you happen to know him. We'll go with Jolicoeur. Looks at ball. Nope, strike one. The 0-1 misses outside. 1-1. And that is going to hit Jolicoeur. He'll be on his way to first base by means of getting hit by the pitch. So Hervat, who's in his fourth inning of work, will look at Austin Jones. There's a throw over to first. Jolicoeur back in. There's a strike for you from Hervat. The right-handed batting Jones, there's the throw to first. And Jones steps back in, but they tried to go over to first for a pickoff. And that one misses. 1-1. Jones settles in Awaits the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Nope, foul tip. Umpire says same result. To strike. 1-2. And there's the throw over again to first base. Once again, Jolicoeur back in. There's a swing and a miss. And there's one away. That brings up Brett Housel. Housel will see what he can get done against Hervat. And the first pitch outside. 1-0. Looking for the first run of the game. We played 3 innings. There's one, misses. 2-0. Housel out in front right now of Hervat. Swing and a miss by Housel. 2-1. Hervat settles. Comes set. There's the 2-1. Outside. 3-1. Two, 3-1. Strike. That'll make it 3-2. The 3-2. Swung on to short. Go to second. On to first. Safe. Couldn't get Housel. So they got the front one for 1 out. But they couldn't get Housel at first base, so he'll stay there. So now it's 2 outs and still 1 on for Jace. Got to find it again. Jace Monk. And he'll take strike 1 from Hervat. There's a throw over. There's a foul back. Oh and 2. Hervat trying to get out of this inning. Pretty much unscathed. There's the 0-2 up high. 1-2. The 1-2 misses. 2-2. It was a pretty quick moving ball game. We kind of got bogged down here a little bit. The 2-2 fouled back. We'll stay at 2-2. Here comes the 2-2. Popped up, second base, right field will take it, and that's going to end the inning. So we'll head to the bottom of 4. As we do, we see that the score is still 0-0 as you listen to the 2021 Baseball Championships on TableRockSports.net.
As the president of Southern Oregon University, I want you to know that you are welcome here on our lovely campus.
Hi, my name is Marjorie Trueblood Gamble, and I'm the Director of Diversity and Inclusion here at Southern Oregon University. We want you to know you are welcome here.
I'm Susan Walsh, Provost at Southern Oregon University, and you are welcome here.
Du bist hier willkommen. You are welcome here.
요거서. Tu és bem-vindo aqui.
SOU 欢迎
你。
तपाईँहरूलाई यहाँ स्वागत छ.
You are welcome here.
أنتم مرحبون هنا.
欢迎来到美国南俄勒冈州立大学。
ยินดีต้อนรับ
You are welcome here.
Chào mừng bạn đến đây.
You are welcome here.
We're back at here in David Field, U.S. Cellular Park, Medford, Oregon, as we're headed out now to the bottom of the 4th inning in a 0-0 ball game. Stepping up to lead it off for Utah is Nicholas Eli, and Eli fouls the first one straight back.
That's what I figured you would. Okay, I'll see you then. Bye.
Lewis continues on the mound for Tri-State. Here comes the 0-1 from Lewis. That one's fouled back. 0-2. The 0-2 misses. Ball 1. The 1-2. Down low. 2-2. The 2-2 misses. 3-2. See if Eli can get this one. He'll punch this one out to right field. That's going to fall in there for a hit. They'll get it in quickly enough that Eli will stay at second base. So, 1 on, no outs for Utah. This is Tate Lewis. So maybe we will go by their first names while they're both out there. So Braden prepares to deliver to Tate. And Tate will take it for ball 1. A 1-0 strike. 1-1. Here comes the 1-1, and Tate Lewis will pop it up. Foul to, oh, they got it out there in right field. That's one away. That'll hold Eli. Tracking that one down was Null. That brings up Spindler. Spindler sends one to right field. Knowles under this one also. 2 away. So Hervit, or Lewis out there, getting ready to face Hervit. Nope, I'm wrong on both of it. Lewis getting ready to face Day. And Day takes ball 1. There's strike 1. 1-1. 2 away. Eli's over at first for Utah. Day trying to figure out how to get him in. Lewis trying to figure out how not to let that happen. 5 hits so far for Utah. Here's another fly ball out Knowles' way, and he's got it again as he makes all 3 of the outs. So we'll head on down to the top of the 5th now. As we look at the scoreboard, it shows that it's Tri-State 0, Utah 0. As you listen to the Baseball Championships 2021 version on TableRockSports.net.
A parent, dad in the stands yelling at his kid, trying to coach him from the bleachers, and the embarrassment on the kid's face. It looked like he was about to cry while playing the game.
I think it's very embarrassing for a student athlete to see their parents being escorted out of the gym or off the playing field.
I'd be surprised if that kid comes back to the game.
And you risk a child enjoying the game, that you rob them of the fun. You have made a bad choice.
The days grow long, and the last school bell rings, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to that fabled land of green, where adventure drifts with you on the water and carries you through the trees. So let curiosity get the best of you and take the trail less traveled to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
We return to Harry and David Field as we prepare to get started here in the top of the 5th inning. So far through 4 innings, no runs, 1 hit, no errors for Tri-State. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors for Utah. Taking over on the Utah mound is going to be Tate Lewis. If I've got my number right there. Not that he was necessarily scheduled to, but that's who's up there. And Aaron Kearns steps in for Tri-State. And there's a little foul pop to first base. And strike 1. It is indeed Tate Lewis out on the mound for Utah. And the next one is ball 1, 1-1. Is outside, 2-1. Kearns settles in for the 2-1. And misses. 3-1. And ball 4. So trotting down to first base is Kearns. That'll bring up Tyler Vance. Lewis takes a look at Kearns over at first. Then comes home, and it's ball one to Vance. There's ball two to Vance. Nobody up in the Utah bullpen. There is somebody throwing in the Tri-State bullpen. Here's Lewis. Advance. Sends one to deep shortstop and going to throw it over the head of the first baseman. Vance won't advance another 90 feet. But certainly taking advantage of the errant throw was Kearns. And so with nobody out, Tri-State has first and third. For Nall. He can get the first runs of the game across the board, across the plate, if he can find a way to move the runners along. There goes Vance down to second base. They won't even bother throwing. The pitch was a ball, 1-0. And now you have second and third. Nobody out for Nall. And that one misses is 2-0. Here comes the 2-0 to Nall. Outside, 3-0. One pitch away from loading up the bases is what Lewis is. There's a strike. 3-1. 2 on, nobody out. Danger of loading the bases or maybe something worse. Nall settles in for the 3-1 from Lewis. And he misses. And he'll take the walk down to first base. And the bases are loaded for Tri-State. Ethan Ammerman gets the chance to do something. Nobody out. Bases loaded. Utah's going to play the infield in a little bit. At least on the third base and on the first base side. Ammerman looks at ball one. Here comes the 1-0 to Ammerman. Strike. 1-1. Lot of work for Lewis and Utah to do to get out of this inning without any runs being scored. Here's the 1-1. Swung on. Missed. 1-2. Ammerman steps back in. the 1-2. Lifted out to right field. That's going to get over the right fielder's head. That's going to get all the way to the warning track. One will score. Here comes the second run. And almost came out with a third run, but they don't get it. As Tri-State scores a couple. And they still have second and third and nobody out. Lewis ready to face it again. And that one misses. Rogers standing in there. Rogers on the 0-1. He's back. Fouled back. One and one. The 1-1 misses. 2-1. Standing at third base for Tri-State is Null. And out there's a 2 and 3 and 1. Out there is Hammerman at second. There's a shot up the middle. That'll score at least one. Here comes the second run. Safe. Hammerman gets under the tag. All of a sudden, it's 4-0. And Brown will give it a shot. Lewis still in trouble. Nobody out. Runner at second. And the first pitch to Brown misses for ball one. The 1-0 misses, 2-0. No, that one misses. 3-0. So Brown may end up earning himself a free pass. Lewis, 3-1. Here comes a 3-1 from Lewis. And that's taken to short. Fire it over to first. There's one. But getting over to third base now is Rogers. And he's there with only one away. And Manson at the plate. He'll take strike one. Swing and a miss. 0-2. That one's outside. 1-2. Manson settles in with a 1-2. Foul ball. Foul ball. Nope. Wasn't a foul ball. Said it was safe. They threw him out at first. So 2 down. And Lewis is at the plate. That's strike 1. The first few innings, Braden Lewis was throwing to Tate Lewis. And now we will reverse that. Tate Lewis is throwing to Braden Lewis. Tate has a 1-1 count on Braden. The 1-1 fouled back. That'll make it 1-2. That one misses. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch misses. Upstairs, 3-2. 2 outs. Runner on third. Utah wanting to keep things right where they are. And Lewis will walk Braden Lewis. Zoliker will step in, batting left-handed, first and third. He'll swing and miss. 2 down, but Tri-State still has a person in scoring position if somebody can figure out how to get a hit and keep adding to this. Strike. We're at 1-1. 1-2, excuse me. Nope, I'll be all right yet if I look at the scoreboard. 0-2 is where we're at. The 0-2 fouled. We'll stay there. Here's the 1-2, and the 0-2, excuse me. It's outside. 1-2. Been a long inning for Utah. So 1-2, and they're going down to second, and they're coming into home, and safe. Safe is Rogers. And standing down in second base is Lewis. believe it's Jones behind the plate. Jones couldn't hold on to the ball. But it's not Jones. You'll have to forgive me there. Don't always follow what they say they're going to do here, but there's a foul back. So it's a 5-0 ball game. It's a 2-2 game. 2-2 count. Swing and a miss, and that will mercifully end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th. As we do, the scoreboard now reads Tri-State 5, Utah nothing. As you listen to the 2021 Northwest Championships on TableRockSports.net. We return to U.S. Cellular Park, Harry and David Field in Medford, Oregon. And we're headed to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's a 5-0 lead for Tri-State over Utah in the 2022 bracket of this championships. Out on the mound for Tri-State is Carson Joe. And at the plate is Braden Nelson. And Nelson fouls this one back, and it's an 0-2 count on Nelson. Joe is the last of the scheduled pitchers for Tri-State, but as we tell you, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. 1 and 2 is that one misses. Nelson looks at the 1-2, swing and a miss. And he is out number 1. There's a foul by Ashton Harrow. Harrow swings at the next one and fouls it back. He's in the hole, 0-2. And Joe will step off, and he wants to have a bit of a conference with his catcher, Jones. Tri-State came up with 3 hits in the previous inning when they scored 5 runs, but they Didn't need much. There's a foul, third base way. Count will remain 0-2. The 0-2 from Joe. That's out to second base. Nope, center fielder's going to grab it. And there's 2 away. That brings up Easton Jones. Jones looks at ball 1. Joe comes with a 1-0, and that's foul out of play. First base side, down the right field line, really. 1-1. And that one's going to go down the right field line, hooking foul. It'll stay 1-2. The 1-2 misses outside. 2-2. And that's down the right field line and caught for out number 3. So we'll move along now. This is the top of the 6th that we're going to. As we do, it's Tri-State 5, Utah nothing, as you listen to the 2021 championships on TableRockSports.net.
A parent, dad in the stands yelling at his kid, trying to coach him from the bleachers, and the embarrassment on the kid's face. It looked like he was about to cry while playing the game.
I think it's very embarrassing for a student athlete to see their parents being escorted out of the gym or off the playing field.
I'd be surprised if that kid comes back to the game.
And you risk a child enjoying the game, that you rob them of the fun. You have made a bad choice.
The days grow long, and the last school bell rings, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to that fabled land of green, where adventure drifts with you on the water and carries you through the trees. So let curiosity get the best of you and take the trail less traveled to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
Well, welcome you back to Harry and David Park, U.S. Cellular Field. Nope, I got that backward. U.S. Cellular Park, Harry and David Field. Good grief. You'd think this is about the 3rd or 4th game that we've done or something silly. We head to the top of the 6th. It's a 5-0 lead for Tri-State. They used 3 runs and a bunch of walks to score 5 the last time they were up. So they'll be looking to add a little bit more. You can be sure of that before this inning is over. Leading off for Tri-State is going to be Austin Jones. When we get ready to go here. Out on the mound for Utah is a number we don't have. We don't have a number 28, so I don't know who's on the mound for Utah. In fact, I really don't even know who's catching because we don't have a number 20 either on our 2022 roster, which is not unusual either, really. So here's the first pitch, and it's up high. We do know that Jones is up at the plate, though. Jones is out in front, 1-0. And that one's way over. All of a sudden, 3-0. That one's fouled back. Here's the 2-1. Way high. It's 3-1. Well, Jones isn't having to work at this at bat. That just matters standing around watching. Here's the 3-1. It too is up high. Jones will take the walk to first base. And that's going to bring a conference for everybody for Utah. I don't know who number 28 is at all. So somebody switched uniforms there on us. It happens. Whatever the situation, they're leaving him in. So the lefty will remain after walking Jones. That brings up Housel. There's a foul back. And it's 0-1. Jones down at first. That one misses up high. 1-1. That misses. 2-1. Swing and a miss by Housel. 2-2. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. And going down to second base is Jones. Utah gets an out of it. So there's one away. One on second base. That's Jones at second. And at the plate is Mulkey. Hey, look at strike one. The 0-1 coming up. A long look over to second. Finally fires homeward. 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. That misses. 2-1. The 2-1 becomes 3-1, and they're taking third base is Jones. Nobody paying much attention to him, so over to third he goes. In fact, nobody paying attention, just about didn't see him until he was almost on the way there. We were all watching the pitch. It's a 3-1 count, though. There's ball 4. Stepping in is Kearns. And Tri-State is threatening here again in the top of the 6th. Kearns digging a toe hold in the batter's box. But with only one out, Tri-State has a chance. There's a throw over to first. But getting back easily is Mulkey. There's another throw over, but nothing doing. And there goes the runner down to second base, and the catcher wisely holds on to it. Otherwise, there would have been a run across the plate. Jones was ready to come. Kearns steps back in now. Has the 1-0 count in his favor. That one misses. 2-0. No action, though, in the Utah bullpen. There's a shot. Out to center field. No, they're not going to make the catch. Here comes Jones in. Here comes Mulkey in. And standing down at second base is Kearns. And so Tri-State puts a couple more on the board. Now it's a 7-0 ball game. That brings up another conference. Now we're ready to go. So Kearns out at second base. Only one out. Here's Vance. He'll take strike one. The 0-1 fouled back, and it's 0-2. Utah needs an out. Here's Vance. He's in the hole, though, 0-2. He'll take ball 1. And ball 2. After being in the hole 0-2, Vance has worked the count back in his favor to 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Misses. 3-2. Vance may work himself right into a walk the way this is going. And that one misses, and he does. Ball 4. So Vance trots along to first base. And coming up to the plate is Nall. Already 7-0. 5 in the last inning for Tri-State, 2 this inning. Well, Nall will step in. And he'll take ball 1, 1-0. And ball, nope, strike 1. So it's 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled away. We'll do it all over again. 1-2. 1 away. 2 on for Tri-State. And all trying to keep the rally going. There's ball 2, 2-2. All steps out, and now he's back again. The 2-2. Foul. It'll stay 2-2. No, we'll try it one more time. And that one misses. 3-2.
It's safe to say this one's going to reach the time limit.
The 3-2 pitch, and that one misses, and the bases are now loaded with only 1 out. That brings up Hammerman. That brings up the coach. Since that's the second visit this inning, it'll probably bring up a pitching change. And it does. Getting ready to pitch is going to be Kolovich. So we'll have that for you. We have this pitching change. We'll be right back after this on TableRockSports.net.
As the president of Southern Oregon University, I want you to know that you are welcome here on our lovely campus.
Hi, my name is Marjorie Trueblood Gamble, and I'm the Director of Diversity and Inclusion here at Southern Oregon University. We want you to know you are welcome here.
I'm Susan Walsh, Provost at Southern Oregon University, and you are welcome here.
Du bist hier willkommen. You are welcome here.
Yokoso.
Tu és bem-vindo aqui.
SOU 欢迎你. तपाईँहरूलाई यहाँ स्वागत छ.
You are welcome here.
أنتم مرحبون هنا.
欢迎来到美国南俄勒冈州立大学。
ยินดีต้อนรับ.
You are welcome here.
Chào mừng bạn đến đây.
You are welcome here.
And we'll welcome you back to Harry and David Field, a pitching change for Utah, as it'll be Kolovich out there pitching. He's inherited a bit of a mess, to say the least. Bases loaded and one out. So we'll see what Mr. Kolovich can do about that. That brings up Ammerman for Tri-State. So here's Kolovich. His first pitch. He's a righty. Misses. Ball one. A 1-0 is a strike. 1-1. And outside to Ammerman. Now 2-1. Tri-State player at every base. There's a foul. We move to 2-2. Ammerman. Looks at ball. Nope, looks at strike three. Bit of a delayed reaction there. So he looks at strike three. He becomes the second out. Rogers steps up for Tri-State. Still have bases loaded. Rogers looks at ball one. And it has ball two. 2-0. Kolovich has got one of the 2 outs needed. There's 3-0. But now in danger of walking in a run. Ball 4. And that will score another run as Kearns comes across. That's 8-0. Still the bases are loaded. Brown coming to the plate for Tri-State. Brown looks at strike one. 0-1. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Oh and 2. The 0-2 misses. That's going to get away from the catcher, and that's going to bring in another run. Coming across to score on that is Vance. Everybody else will move up 90 feet to second and to third. And still at the plate is Brown. That misses. 2-2. Fouled. We'll stay at 2-2. That one misses down low, 3-2, but everybody will hold. Oh, Brown. Seeing if he can maybe work his way to a walk. The 3-2 popped up, out of play. We'll keep it at 3-2, and everybody will retreat. The 3-2 sent out to, fouled. We'll do it all over again. There's a swing and a miss, and the inning is over. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. As we do, Tri-State has a huge lead right now as they lead this one 9-0 as you listen to the 2021 championships on TableRockSports.net.
Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All U.S. Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
And I welcome you back to Harry and David Field at U.S. Cellular Park in Medford, Oregon. We're watching the class of 2022. Right now we're watching Tri-State and Utah. And Tri-State has the better of it as we head to the bottom of the 6th as they lead this one by a count of 9-0. Looking at the first pitch for ball one is Lewis. This would be Tate Lewis. As Joe continues to pitch out there for Tri-State. 1-1 on the called strike. That one's down low. So it's 2-1. Lewis will pop this one out to center field. And they're getting underneath it nicely for Tri-State. Got to find my center fielder for this inning. Is Nall. So one away. And Hunter Harrell looks at the first pitch for ball one. And he sends this out to Nall, and Nall's got that one. Out in center field, so there's 2 down. Up there batting right now is number 28, whose name I don't have. Utah didn't give us a lineup. There's a foul, third base way. So the count's 1-1 with 2 outs. Here in the bottom of 6. There's strike 2. 1-2. That was fouled off. 9-0. Tri-State out on top. And there's some contact made. That is going to drop down into left field for a hit. And over at first base is going to be Lewis. Well, no, it isn't. It's going to be number 28. I'm not sure what his name is. That brings up Nelson. Still 2 out, 1 on. Strike from Joe to Nelson. Now what do we have? The base umpire talking to everybody, but apparently we're good. Joe's set. Misses. 1-1. Looking to get this closed out quickly. And that one's inside. 2-1. The 2-1 throw down to first. Quick throw from the knees by the catcher that time. But the count is still 3-1. It's Austin Jones that's supposedly catching at this moment. There's strike 2. 3-2. The 3-2 swung on. Sent past the shortstop out into left field. That's going to get a runner all the way around to third. Nelson stops at first. But now Utah has first and third with 2 out. With Harrow back at the plate. And the first pitch misses down for ball 1. Joe with a 1-0, and that one misses, and it's 2-0. Runners, or Utah, take their lead. The 2-0. Misses. 3-0. So Tri-State trying to get this thing, I would think, to a halt. Having a little difficulty. There's a strike. 3-1. Harrow trying to keep this game alive for Utah. Strike 2 called. And it's a full count with 2 outs, so everybody's going to be moving no matter what happens now. There's ball 4. No movement from the Tri-State side. I guess that's what happens when you're up 9-0. Easton Jones will step to the plate. And Easton will foul the first pitch. 0-1. Green shirts everywhere on the base paths. Joe comes with the 0-1. It misses. We'll go to 1-1. There's a foul. 1-2. Oh, down to the, conceivably anyway, the final strike. Harrow will step back in there. Here comes Joe. He's set to deliver the 1-2. And that one misses. 2-2. 2-2, 2 bases or 2 outs. Bases loaded for Utah here in the bottom of the 6th. The 2-2 is popped up. Going to be grabbed out there in right field, and that is going to be your ball game. So, at the end of the ball game, well, maybe it won't be your ball game. We're only at the bottom of the 6th. Let's see if it's going to be your ball game. I might be hasty. Yep, they're waving. The umpire is leaving, and here comes all the equipment out to fix it. So that's your final. The final is Tri-State 9, Utah nothing in a 2022 game from Harry and David Field. You have been listening to the Northwest Baseball Championships on TableRockSports.net.